Coming to you this week from Kalamazoo, Michigan, the home of KO Pectate. It's WWF Superstars. Welcome, everyone. I'm Vince McMahon, and if things seem to be a little irregular this week, that's only because my broadcast partner, Mr. Perfect, had to go to the ring, that is, to be in Ric Flair's corner. And on the subject of Ric Flair, some have said he's a little stuck up these days. Some have even questioned his moral fiber. But there is no questioning the fact that until this past WrestleMania, Ric Flair found nothing but easy going here in the WWF, that is, until he learned that you can run, but you can't hide from the Macho Man Randy Savage. Can Ric Flair get back on track? Maybe yes, maybe no. This week on WWF Superstars one-on-one, The Undertaker versus the Berzerker. In addition to which, Ric Flair will be in action. We'll have a special interview with Sid Justice. Joining us for more action, Sergeant Slaughter, as well as Shawn Michaels.
The following contest is
all right, fasten your seat belts. Here he comes.
Coming down the aisle with his executive consultant, Mr. Perfect, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 242 pounds, Ric Flair.
Just as arrogant as ever. Just as confident as ever. Macho Man Randy Savage, the reigning World Wrestling Federation champion, as a result of the one-on-one encounter at WrestleMania. With this man, Ric Flair, along with his executive consultant, many feel to be the odds-on favorite to once again be World Wrestling Federation champion. And no doubt with Perfect in the corner of Ric Flair, that certainly tips the odds in favor of Ric Flair reclaiming the WWF. Look at this. Ric Flair very concerned as to the handling of his robe. And Flair ready to lock up. Yes, we see Mr. Perfect with Ron Cumberledge. Outstanding young athlete. And a takeover by Mr. Flair. Ric Flair, the consummate professional when it comes to mastering the technique. However, some would question the intestinal fortitude of Ric Flair. Clean break, how about that? Very unpredictable. He is a showman, no doubt of that. Ric Flair determined to once again be World Wrestling Federation champion, I believe, at all costs. There's no telling what this man is going to do to attempt to regain the championship. And there you see on the cover of the current edition of the WWF magazine, beautiful Elizabeth. On the inside, well, you can compare, if you would, the photographs. Who's telling the truth about them? Perfect and Mr. Flair? Oh, my. Or Randy Savage and Elizabeth.
Come on, Savage, get up. What's the story today? Come on, Savage.
I don't think that's Mr. Savage there, Mr. Perfect. Up in the air goes Ron Cumberledge in. Nice suplex by Ric Flair. Perhaps more than any one asset possessed by Ric Flair would be his mastery of psychology in the ring. Into the figure four. If he sinks it in, it's going to be history for Cumberland. It is all over. And you could ask Randy Savage if that is a devastating hold. Remember, it was applied on the legs of Randy Savage at WrestleMania. Mr. Savage still suffering the effect of a devastating figure 4 leg lock possessed by Ric Flair. No doubt Mr. Flair has his fans, not as many as the Macho Man Randy Savage.
From inside the pages of the WWF magazine, here's Update. Hi again, everyone. Update brought to you by the World Wrestling Federation Fan Club. Join now and get in on the exclusive action, photos, and souvenirs. Ah, yes, WrestleMania 8 is history. But what a weekend in Indianapolis it was, culminating at the Hoosier Dome with that gigantic double main event. Now, what you didn't see at WrestleMania weekend, that great concert in the park with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, the Monty, the Nasty Boys, Sensational Sherry. They were all there, and it all went for charity.
Rock it down the hall. Rock it down the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, Sensational Sherry, Brian Knobs and the Nasty Boys, Sherry Sack, Nasty Boys, and the Mountie. Thank you very, very much. We love you, man. Let's rock and roll, Indianapolis. Yeah!
And what about the WWF Superstars Lookalike contest, hosted by my colleague Shawn Mooney? Lookalikes of Paul Bear, the Big Boss Man, and a host of other World Wrestling Federation superstars. Folks, on Saturday night, a gigantic reception. They brought out the linen for this one, and guess who showed up? Yes, Bobby the Brain Heenan was on hand. Bret the Hitman Hart, Rowdy Roddy Piper, plus the Hulkster showed up, along with members of his family. What a night it was. And then capping it all off, the WrestleMania brunch with Shawn Mooney. Now, this had to be an all-you-can-eat affair, I guarantee you that, because on hand, the Rocket Owen Hart, the British Bulldog, Sergeant Slaughter and Hacksaw Jim Duggan as a tandem, even the model, Rick Martel. Folks, what a phenomenal weekend it was, including that sensational card at the Hoosier Dome, along with all of the other weekend festivities. And they're all available exclusively from Coliseum Video on WrestleMania 8. It's available right now. For Update, I'm Gene Oakham.
We are back with more WWF Superstars.
In the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing 231 pounds, Kevin Krueger.
Kevin Krueger adjusting his eyebrows a bit.
His opponent,
He may have more than his eyebrows adjusted in just a moment.
the British Bulldog.
Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, unquestionably one of the premier athletes here in the World Wrestling Federation. What a powerhouse this guy is. Davey Boy Smith, what an athlete. And joining us at the moment, Mr. Perfect. Hello, Mr. Perfect. How you doing this week?
I'm doing perfect. What do you think?
Well, you got a little something on your jacket back there. Any seagulls?
Hey, leave it alone, McMahon. Maybe you can pick up a jacket like that. We can put Dork across the back of yours or something.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. Shoulder block, nicely executed. Bulldog recently returning from a very successful European tour. Series of arm drags here. Davey Boy scooping up the opposition and slams him down to the canvas. You don't seem to be out of breath at all.
Well, it's a long way from the ring to here, McMahon. I'm not out of breath.
No. Then again, you're never out of air, especially the hotter
What
variety.
a nice suplex, huh?
Has him up there, and Krueger knows there's only one way down.
What kind of hairdo do you call that, McMahon?
I would call it a little on the dark side, maybe black, even maybe auburn, something wrong with those.
No, I'm talking about the style of his hair. What's with the beads and the braids? Is this some kind of new English trend he's trying to throw on everybody here?
I don't know about that. Krueger working into the midsection, backing the British Bulldog to the corner now. Series of right hands, yeah. Whoa, nice reversal. Coming out, no, Davey Boy moves in. Krueger goes up. Oh, is he ever gonna go up? He's gonna go full line. And down to the canvas. It is over. You can bet Her Majesty is proud of this athlete, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
He's far from perfect, though, McMahon. Far from perfect.
Let's go back and take another look here.
Look at this standing suplex right here. Boom, down to the mat, and then that power body slam like only the Bulldog can do. It's over.
Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. What a body on this guy. Speaking of bodies, that brings us to Body Stars. Hello, I'm Vince McMahon. Join Cameo and me for a behind-the-scenes look at the superstars and the super bodies on WBF Body Stars. If you're into bodies and what makes them look so good, then you don't want to miss WBF Body Stars. Every Saturday morning on USA. It's about health and fitness, hanging and banging, riding and sliding, food and fun, fashion and passion. WBF Body Stars, you've got to want it.
How about that cameo, McMahon, huh? She has got a crush on me. I got to get her away from me. She won't leave me alone. She keeps calling. She's madly in love with me.
Oh, my goodness.
Can't blame her, though.
Genius looks happy this week.
Looks rather smart this week.
The Beverly Brothers, Bo and Blake.
At a total combined weight of 444 pounds, Eric Cullen and Mike Frieda.
Speaking of KO Peck take, McMahon, you think the Beverly Brothers can flush the Legion of Doom out?
A sissy is the one thing that the Genius cannot tolerate. I know the brothers Beverly agree. Shall I name three fair damsels who can use some masculinity? Paul Ellering and his big LOD.
Very well put.
Think so, huh?
Yes.
Not exactly sure I understood what he was saying.
Well, McMahon, what school are you from?
Never mind. Was the Genius referring to the Legion of Doom as sissies?
That's the way I understood it. Legion of sissies.
Freedom on the receiving end of a big power slam. We spoke with the Beverly Brothers a little bit earlier on about the Legion of Doom. Here's what they had to say.
You know, everybody knows that the Beverly Brothers are better than LOS.
LOS? Right. Legion of Sissies.
And that goes for you too, Ellering.
Look at that maneuver by Bo.
For you, animal.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it would be a great match between the Beverly Brothers and the Legion of Doom, but I would doubt very seriously that anyone in the world really believes that the Legion of Doom are sissies.
Well, I believe they are, McMahon. They
Look at this maneuver. Snap, crackle, and pop.
I've seen a move like that done before.
That's not Animal there, Bo. Oh, my.
It might be Animal without his makeup on. How do you know? You can't even recognize him, maybe.
Oh, come on. Look at this maneuver. Nice takedown.
What a great team these two guys are. Brothers. You can't get any tighter than that, McMahon. That's what bonds these two together. That's what makes them a great tag team. And with the Genius on the outside, oh, they're unstoppable.
Well, they are a tremendous tag team, I'll grant you that, but you have to wonder what would happen when they faced the... Oh, no!
Boy, if they did that to Hawk, the Hawk would be flying high, wouldn't he?
I don't care who they do it to, it's going to result in the same thing. A win for the Beverly Brothers.
Oh, the LOD fan club, isn't that nice?
What in the world is this? Oh, come on, wait a minute now. Eric Collins being held by Blake. What is this? Bo is going to do some finger painting. They're having some fun in there. What is this?
Oh, I see.
That's humiliating. It's one thing to be defeated. Legion of Sissies, huh, guys?
Another member of the Legion of Sissies. Hey, what do we call this one? We got Animal, we got Hart, and now we got Chicken.
Oh, my.
Oh, I like these guys.
Yeah, I thought maybe you might. Let's go back to the replay.
Take a look at this, McMahon. What a nice body slam is, and then off the second rope, snaps the neck. That could be the Legion of Doom getting their neck snapped like that.
Oh, my goodness. No more LOD. LOS? Let's take you now to Shawn Mooney.
The Beverly brothers are not exactly accomplished artists, but they have certainly spelled out their message for the Legion of Doom. No doubt they have gotten the attention of the awesome force comprised of Hawk and Animal, and when the two tag teams meet, it is not going to be a pretty picture. Right now, the Legion of Doom is standing by with their manager, Paul Ellering.
It's time to rewrite the history books, because only the victors write the history books. And I have returned, and this body, this machine, writes no checks it can't cash. Tell 'em, Animal.
Beverly Brothers, you've been spoiled all your lives. You've had the best teachers in the World Wrestling Federation. But now, get ready, because to us, you're a stepping stone to the WWF title. Tell them. There's many differences between you and us. For instance, you get pedicures at the beauty shop, and we take our nails and chop them off with an axe. You know something, Beverly Brothers? You're in for a lot of pain.
Paul Ellering once again at the helm of a massive ship known as the Legion of Doom. The trio now plans to be trouble ×3 for opposing tag teams. In singles action, Repo Man has been a one-man wrecking machine.
Hey, there you are. You're just the people I need to talk to. You know, I am such a nice guy. Because I was just reading the paper the other day, and you know, the economy is really, really bad. And somehow, our government's got to do something for us. And then I thought, hey, I'm the guy that can help us out. Because I'm the guy, when somebody can't pay the bills, I come and I have to take the car. And it really started getting down deep to me. I hate it when the family doesn't have any money and they can't feed their kids. And then I sometimes wonder, what do I do? And I thought about it. Take, because everything could be mine. I could be rich.
Repo Man may be laughing now, but he has recently expressed his frustration at his inability to secure a title shot by using excessive force in the ring. These days, those who step into the squared circle with the repossessor stand to lose a lot more than just a match. There's more action coming up right after these messages.
Standing by right now, Mr. Perfect. Even you would not want to get in this man's way. Here comes Crush.
You know, when I was growing up, my mom used to always tell me, Crush, mind your manners.
Wait a minute. Put your napkin on. That's a good boy. Now you want to be big and strong, so pour yourself a tall glass of milk. That's right.
But now I'm full grown. So Monty, Repo Man, Skinner, Sid Justice, who's gonna make me mind my manners now?
How about that crush on Mr. Perfect?
Pretty impressive, McMahon. Pretty impressive.
Listen to Sherry now.
I love this, McMahon. This is my favorite part of the show. It's really nice to sit here for a change and watch a great athlete at work, McMahon. This Shawn Michael is great.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our ring announcer, Howard Finkel.
Give me a break.
Sensational Sherry doing the vocals on this rendition.
Just one of her many talents.
I'm sure that the Hitman Bret Hart would have no problem assisting Shawn Michaels in removing his earrings. Oh, please. She's in love.
What a matchup that would be, McMahon. Shawn Michaels against Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah.
I got to go with Shawn Michaels on that for the simple reason Shawn Michaels is the wrestler of the 90s. Look at this. He's a lean, mean wrestling machine. He's got everything down pat, all the moves. He knows how to push all the right buttons. I think he's too much for the Hitman.
Some would agree with that. Look at those sharp lefts and hard rights there by Shawn Michaels. Anderson now for the right. No, out in front. Nice reversal. Moving in. A little too late. Right up. Look at that maneuver.
Nice.
Wow. Earlier on, we had an occasion to speak with the reigning Intercontinental Champion, the Hitman Bret Hart, who took a little exception to some remarks last week.
Hey, Shawn Michaels, I heard what you said last week, so you want to polish up my belt. First of all, you got to beat me. And second of all, I'd never let someone like you tarnish this belt.
Will somebody buy that guy a hairbrush? What a grease ball.
Sensational Sherry distracting Anderson. And, of course, from behind, Shawn Michaels attacking from the outside earlier on. Shawn Michaels now. Watch this maneuver. Ooh, wow.
What confidence, huh, McMahon? I really like this guy.
That's confidence, that's arrogance.
That's confidence. You wouldn't know the difference anyways.
Oh, my goodness. He dumped him right on his head.
Let's see you get up from that, Hitman.
Sensational Sherry, the manager of Shawn Michaels. Yes, as she is called into the ring now. Sensational Sherry is in love. Oh, give me a break.
I like this guy.
So does she. There you have the cover of the WBF magazine. Will be available in newsstands all over the world this coming Tuesday. The 5 top finishers in last year's WBF championship on the cover. On the inside, the article, Compound versus Isolation. How to get the most out of every training session.
Well, who would know more about the perfect training session except for Mr. Perfect? You got to go with the Compound, McMahon.
Yeah, probably so. Let's go to the event center.
From cover to cover, each page of WBF Bodybuilding Lifestyles magazine shows you the latest in the world of bodybuilding and all-around fitness. But right now, let's get the latest in the World Wrestling Federation from one of the best-conditioned athletes ever to step into the ring in the WWF, the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich.
When I came to the World Wrestling Federation, I knew that the challenges would be the toughest in the world. I knew that I'd have to fight the very best in the world. But you know, I fight for other reasons other than money. A lot of people fight for titles, like the Intercontinental title, like the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Champion. They fight for money. They fight for glory. They fight for all the things that belt shouldn't stand for. But that belt stands for pride and honor. And it stands for what the Von Erich family and Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado, believes in. And that's hard work, guts, and going fist and fire for something you believe in. Dreams are what I'm made of.
The Texas Tornado's ability to always turn a negative into a positive has certainly brought the native of Denton, Texas, great success here in the WWF. In tag team action, any duo that has dared to meet the Nasty Boys head-on has met with negative results.
Who is the meanest and the baddest and the nastiest team in the World Wrestling Federation?
Nasty Boys! And we got a problem. Not only are the Nasty Boys blazing up that ladder back to the top, but everybody but every tag team is waiting for one thing and one thing only.
a chance to go to the Nasty Boys pit stop.
Let me tell you something, Zach. Let me tell you something, Jimmy. And all you geeks out there, listen up and listen good. Everybody we go against are gonna be victims because we got a quest, and it's the goal, and it's looking nasty.
Knobbs and Sag's behavior both in and out of the ring has earned the duo one of the most vicious reputations in the tag team ranks. And no doubt the Nasty Boys are enjoying their infamous notoriety here in the World Wrestling Federation as they continue to terrorize the opposition. We'll be back after this.
We are back with more WWF action, and look who is front and center, folks.
Coming down the aisle from South Carolina, weighing 310 pounds,
Look at the jaw on that guy. There's somebody who can take it on the chin, McMahon.
Oh, you're a riot this week.
Does the word dork mean anything to you, McMahon? Nerd, dork, do them words mean anything to you?
Should they?
I mean, come on, look at the hairdo, McMahon.
There's nothing wrong with Sergeant's hairdo.
I'm talking about yours.
Mine?
You don't actually leave the house in the morning with your hair like that thinking that's cool, do you? That's cool.
Sergeant Slaughter ready to lock up with the Brooklyn Brawler. Two veterans in there. Brawler right away. Hammering to the facial area. Has a Sarge in the corner. Brooklyn Brawler will waste no time on the offensive. To the ropes, off and whoa, missing with the right hand. Nice clothesline with the left. Sergeant Slaughter ramming the elbow. Oh, with a hard right hand there by the Sarge. You want to mix it up in a roughhouse fashion, you're probably mixing it up with the wrong guy. Look at that.
Well, look
Sarge
at that.
Coming back.
Holy smokes, a leapfrog by Sergeant Slaughter.
A leapfrog by whom?
Sergeant Slaughter.
What match are you watching? We spoke with the Sarge earlier on.
Monty, you're telling everybody you're an international hero. Will you get in the ring with Sergeant Slaughter? Not only will Sergeant Slaughter get his man, but you'll be an international disgrace. You'll be an international maggot.
No, I've never heard of an international maggot before. Oh, look at Brooklyn Brawler. My goodness. Knee after knee to the midsection. That's one way to soften someone up. That's another way.
You got to give it to Slaughter. This guy knows all the moves, McMahon.
And imagine if those moves are put on the Mountie.
Well, the only way out of it for the Mountie would be the shock stick.
Elbow downstairs. By the way, speaking of a way out, apparently the convict has found his way out. He's going to be out in a couple of weeks. And there you see the Cobra clutch being applied on the Brooklyn Brawler. Combination, submission, and sleeper hold. And down goes the Brawler.
That is a deadly hold.
Sergeant Slaughter with his Cobra Core on the outside.
But the Mountie's the one who always gets his man.
I don't know that the Mountie would agree with that. Look at that jaw. Who would not want to take orders from that man? Look at this.
A little bit of a low blow there.
It was not. There you see the cover of the Coliseum Home Video's presentation of WrestleMania 8. Now available in video stores everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest this week is none other than Sid Justice.
Oh my goodness. Thumbs down, but yet everyone's standing in awe of this monster of a man.
Awesome, McMahon. Awesome is the word.
I would say maniacal is more like it.
Thanks to your double teaming tactics and...
It seems like it was just last week when that goofy warrior was sitting right out here with those stupid brats. need no friends because I am the man in the World Wrestling Federation that everyone fears. Now, you came down at WrestleMania and you put your nose in my business. You tried to save Hulk Hogan, but you couldn't do it. I saw to it at WrestleMania that was his last match. That was the end of Hulkamania.
Thank you.
So, my question to you, Warrior, who is going to save you from Sid Justice? I was the man that gave Hulk Hogan his last match, and I will be the man that sees that you only have one match to go. I will be the man that sees to your last match because I'm Sid Justice. And Sid Justice rules this world.
Wow. That remains to be seen, but what a matchup that will be. Sid Justice squaring off against the Ultimate Warrior.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed that Shawn Michaels has left the building.
What does that mean?
The following tag team
Well, you don't want 100,000 people hanging around the back door trying to see Shawn Michaels. He has to leave early.
Of 533
As if anyone
pounds,
really cares whether or not Shawn Michaels has left the building.
Of course they care, McMahon. That's why they make the announcement. What's wrong with you?
Things are rumbling around
Their
here.
opponent at a total combined
Yeah, things are starting to shake, all right.
52 pounds, Earthquake, Typhoon, the natural disaster.
The big dummies of the World Wrestling Federation.
You want to say that to their face?
Sure, I'm not afraid of saying that to their face.
These are monsters.
Jimmy Hart proved it for a couple of big dummies.
Oh, come on. Earthquake and Typhoon to challenge the reigning tag team title holders, DiBiase and IRS. Managed, of course, by Jimmy Hart, former manager of the Natural Disasters, until they dumped him. Oh, my. Carlson down to the canvas, one big forearm. Look at this. Unbelievable power. Awesome strength possessed by Earthquake and Typhoon. They are big men, and they know how to shove their weight around.
Sure they do, McMahon. They got all the agility in the world, too, but they're just dummies.
Whoa! Earthquake now with Carlson. What's he going to do? Watch this move. Nice suplex. Belly to belly style.
I don't see the guy getting up from that.
Well, I don't think he's going to.
No.
Time for a little nighty-night. Uh-oh. Oh, my, forget it. Imagine that elbow landing in the back of either DiBiase or IRS.
Not a chance.
Whom we had an occasion to speak to a little bit earlier on.
Disasters, eat your heart out, baby!
You're crying over spilled milk. We went into WrestleMania with the belts. We said we'd come out with them. Look where they are. What else can I say?
Need he say any more?
Money, 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 baby!
Oh, boy. It doesn't take much to fool these two spoonheads,
Now,
does
wait
it?
just a minute. Who won the match at WrestleMania? Look out! Whoa!
Who's got the belts, McMahon?
Look out again! Double freight train coming at you. Tom Stone coming in from behind. And uh-oh. Now Stone and Carlson having some real problems. Look out. Here comes more. Earthquake and Typhoon having some fun in there this week.
Yeah, well, they're not going to be able to get IRS trusting Ted DiBiase in that situation. They're too smart for these dummies.
Oh, come on. It's only a matter of time, I believe, before the Natural Disasters are wearing the Tag Team Championship. And after the power slam, where do you go from there?
I think they better scrape this guy up.
Well, not yet. There's bound to be an earthquake somewhere around the world, and the epicenter is going to be right about there. And sometimes after an earthquake comes a tidal wave. Forget about it. The Natural Disasters rumbling on to yet another victory with its capacity crowd. And DiBiase and IRS must be a little leery of coughing up the Tag Team Championship to this pair.
The fact that Irwin R. Shyster, better known as IRS, and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase have been able to stay in possession of the tag team belts has only increased the Natural Disasters' desire to make a large withdrawal from Money Incorporated. In singles action, all that Skinner wants to extract from his opponents is their will to fight. Let's get more from the superstar from the Everglades.
You know, ever since I came to the WWF, I've been having to prove myself to everybody. Not only to all of my opponents, but to all those people all over the world, everywhere I've been. Skinner's mean. He's bad. He'll bite you. He'll break the rules. He'll do anything he can to win a match. Well, I'm proving myself slowly but surely. I was underestimated. Everybody said, how can a guy from the Everglades ever stand up to superstars with muscles all over him? It's simple, because I'm hungry and I'm mean and I'm gonna beat everyone that gets in my way.
The only thing that is more disgusting than Skinner's personal habits is his contempt for human life. Unlike the superstar from the Everglades, the full-blooded Lumbee Indian Tatanka celebrates life every day as he continues his quest to reach the top.
I want to thank all the great spirits above and great chiefs of past, present, and future for the quick rising of Tatanka's success in the World Wrestling Federation. I also want to thank all the WWF fans for all the great support that you show me in the arena with the posters, the letters, and all my Indians screaming in the arenas. I love it. I want to thank you, because Tatanka's goal is to rise to the top of the WWF and make my people proud once again. Keep following Tatanka. Keep supporting me, because I'm training and working hard to rise to the top of the WWF. Yeah!
Tatanka's fighting spirit has been passed down through the ages from generation to generation. And Tatanka is determined to capture the World Wrestling Federation Championship in an effort to make all Native Americans proud. Stay tuned, there's more after this.
This is our feature matchup.
Is scheduled for one fall. Coming down the aisle with his manager, Mr. Fuji, weighing 323 pounds, the Berzerker.
This guy is just that. He is berserk.
The only man in the World Wrestling Federation that can control him is Fuji. Oh, this is going to be good, McMahon.
It should be. WWF fans are nuts for this man, The Undertaker, and Paul Bear.
You're trying to tell me they're dying to get in to see him?
I don't think I'm trying to tell you that now. Standing ovation for The Undertaker.
You know where he lives, don't you?
Where?
Dead center of town.
I see. You know, there's a certain feeling you get when this man comes into the arena. I mean, it's a feeling of respect.
I don't know if I agree with you there, McMahon. It's a cold, clammy feeling that I'm not comfortable with.
Well, we're going to find out what happens here when the Berzerker locked up with the Undertaker. The urn being given to the official.
How about that sword, McMahon? He cut the Undertaker up with that sword. You know what you got?
What?
Cold cuts.
Wait a minute. Fuji just grabbed the urn from the official. Undertaker now. Right from behind. Look at this.
Good shot.
And another one. Berzerker with the shield. Fuji with the urn. Undertaker takes another shot. He won't go down. Undertaker hammered. And now he's down to the canvas. McMahon. Wait a minute. What's he have in his hand? He has the sword in his hand. Broadsword across the back. Undertaker's down. He better get up. The Berzerker's gone completely insane. Look at that. Oh, I can't believe that.
McMahon, I can't believe it either.
Undertaker moving just out of the way in the nick of time.
He tried to stick that sword right through him.
Collision, the Undertaker back. Oh, look at that, all the way over the top rope. On his feet out by Fuji. Yes, Fuji. Fuji just dropped the urn. Undertaker with his hands on the throat of Fuji. Berzerker from behind. This is wild.
You know Mr. Fuji's behind it when he tried to stick that sword right through the Undertaker. Fuji is the devious one. He shows no sympathy.
To the ring post, and still on his feet, the Undertaker. Oh no, look at this. Berzerker exposing the concrete, bringing the Undertaker over. What's he gonna do to him? Oh no, Berzerker has him up in the air. Undertaker! Pile drive down to the concrete.
He's out this time, McMahon. There's no getting up from that. That was on the cement floor.
It's over. I can't believe that.
Finally, somebody's destroyed the Undertaker.
Fuji trying to keep Berzerker back. Undertaker motion his pallbearer with the urn. Well, look, he's getting up.
No.
He's getting up.
I can't believe it.
How can anyone get up after that?
This man's not human.
Down on concrete. The Undertaker stalking Berzerker. Getting ever so close to the Berzerker. Fuji backing the Berzerker. Look at the look on that man's eyes. Yes.
He doesn't have the sword. He needs to get the sword back.
Fuji can't believe that the Undertaker is up. Berzerker, Fuji heading back to the dressing room area. And Undertaker moving in right after him.
I've never seen anything like this, McMahon. Look at that.
I can't believe it. We'll have further word on the Undertaker Berzerker incident that occurred moments ago. But right now, let's take you to pre-recorded comments to the two individuals that will face off next week on WWF Superstars. Here is Skinner, who will square off against the Ultimate Warrior.
Warrior! Warrior! Everybody's scared of the Ultimate Warrior. Warrior, right here next week, I'm gonna beat your brains out. You're gonna find out why I'm not scared of nobody. For those that have forgotten about the power of the Ultimate Warrior and what I represent, let all swamp creatures that run with you, Skinner, keep one thing in mind. I have walked in darker places, and I have felt nastier things than the taste of the chewing tobacco you keep in your mouth. Next week, you shall fall like the others before to the power of the Ultimate Warrior!
We'll have that matchup, plus a special interview with the reigning World Wrestling Federation champion, the Macho Man Randy Savage. All of that next week, in addition to a further update on the Undertaker Berzerker incident.